Hey, this is Dawn. I'm just thinking about something I want to share with you based upon a Property and Paper Live that I held last Saturday. There was a gal on that has 10 rental properties, and she's got bank loans on them to the tune of about, let's just say, 50% loan to value. If a property's worth 400, she's got a $200,000 loan, and all of them are similarly encumbered. And she's knowing that she's going to be leaving her W-2 job, and she's wanting to invest in notes to supplement the income because it might get a little tight during those times when she's between her W-2 job and collecting pensions and Social Security and such. And so my first response was just to say, hey, why don't you sell 5 of your properties and pay off the others so you have 5 free and clear? Or maybe just take a couple and at least turn a couple into notes by carrying paper so that she can de-risk. When I'm hearing someone is maybe worried, about the cash flow situation, it seems to me while prices are still high in most areas, might be a good time to de-risk and to hunker down a little bit financially. It really made me remember back in the day, many of you may know the name Gordon Moss, or you may not, but I very well remember a story that he told me. This was in the times before the last real estate crash in 2008. He was sitting high on the hog, flying high, feeling fat and sassy, and he had actually 20 real estate properties, and they were similarly encumbered. He had about 50% loan to value on that portfolio, and his very conservative father wisely counseled him to sell 10 properties and take the cash and pay off the other 10 properties so that he was left with 10 properties free and clear that he was collecting rent on. And at the time, it didn't make sense. And debt is good. We can pay this debt with inflated dollars. Long story short, the next year was the great crash. And during that time, there was a lot of blood in the market. But Gordon, because he listened to his father and took very sage and very conservative advice, he weathered that storm just fine. And he was able to rebuild on the backside of it and buy properties at a discount. But in the meantime, he had these 10 properties free and clear that were cash flowing wonderfully for him. So I just want to put that out there that, if your net worth situation isn't such that a decrease in your net operating income would hurt. If property taxes go up, if insurance keeps going up, if rents go down, if prices go down, would you still be okay? If that would be stressful for you, I highly suggest you consider selling some of your real estate, even though that's not the traditional advice, debt. And I know it can be great, but depending on your personal situation, it just might take you down if things really get ugly. And we don't know if they will or they won't. But if they do, why put yourself in the way of such pain and struggle when you can sell some of your portfolio to make the rest of your portfolio a lot stronger and maybe convert a couple of those into notes instead. Take your equity off the table. So if there's a downturn in prices, it doesn't matter to you because you're just collecting on that note, and you just want to make sure you're going to underwrite that well so you don't end up with the property basically for less than you sold it for, right? So if you'd like some help with that, don't hesitate to come on over to notequeen.com and check out the personal consulting that I have available, or get yourself on the Property and Paper Live. I do 2 per month, and I'd love to have you on and answer your questions or go over your personal scenario for free and for the benefit of all listening. Anyway, this went longer than a minute, but that's just what was on my heart today. You take care. Bye-bye.